Spain.
People in Spain.
Hey, we gotta turn that lamp on. It's really dark. We need some light. Yeah. That's a little better. Maybe we can move it over. There's nobody watching, so.
Are you live?
Yeah,
I mean, everything you're doing right now is going to be taped in the next.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Whoever watches
Hello.
this, like tomorrow has to watch all this boring.
Yeah.
They gotta watch
that's
this.
kind of
Hello.
how live
That's
works.
weird.
The lighting is not good. Can we fix the lighting?
Isn't
Oh, I'm wearing sunglasses.
Oh.
Oh, the lighting's really good. Oh, it's the glasses. It makes everything
That's
dim.
the show.
Thanks.
Hello, everyone.
That's
Welcome
all,
to
folks.
Quarantine Miss with my
It's
idiot
quarantine,
brother.
miss, yeah.
I have to live here.
We're just gonna hang out for a while here until anybody who wants to jump on. So there's like 2 people, well, 3 people now because you're one of them.
I'm one of them.
What's happening now? When is now?
Soon.
Oh, how the turntables?
Have.
I have my Christmas fez. You know, I'm very in the spirit. You know, they told me to put on red because I'm in the spirit. Luna, Austin and Luna are here.
Yeah. Luna's not in the shot.
Ryder's here.
I got
It doesn't look like it's live.
What am I, top 2?
Because I'm on it and it's not live. It's still counting down.
Oh.
Go to our channel.
Are we live or not? Are we talking to ourselves like a bunch of weirdos?
But it just dropped you
There
out.
we go.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
dropped you
Here
out.
I am. I'm here.
That's weird.
What's up, guys?
I got my my decaf.
Oh, can you hand me that? I gotta turn that off.
Okay.
Did you really say it was dark because you're wearing sunglasses?
Well, I didn't know everything was so dark. I
I'm
was confused.
really
And
worried
then I
about
remembered I
you.
was wearing sunglasses.
It was like 97 degrees today, so yeah, Christmas with sunglasses makes sense.
Yeah.
Rachel prefers 98 degrees as opposed to NSYNC.
Does
right,
anyone
Rachel?
else remember going
I
to
don't even know what's 98.
California
Listen, let's hear-
Adventure to see Beach
Listen,
Santa?
What is he talking about?
Beach Santa Claus at California.
Yeah, I remember
Adventure.
Beach Santa Claus. He was hip.
Yeah.
Merry
yeah.
quarantine, miss everybody. We'll keep saying that every time somebody pops in here.
Merry quarantine,
We have
Miss.
the Yule log going.
Give shout outs. I want to know who.
Frosty's here.
Yeah, we don't have not many people are here yet.
Santa Claus. This is Austin's favorite. This Santa Claus cookie jar
I do love the Santa Claus
You want to
cookie
show
jar.
it?
because it
Yeah,
was
can I-
featured in something,
Can I
right?
have that? If any of you are familiar
With the blow
with the
mold.
band known as Cake, I've mentioned them before.
Sadly, he has.
The music video for The Distance, you know that song, Reluctantly Crouched at the Starting Line, that one. Engines, that one. He holds this in the video and he does this. You know what? It's the YouTube thumbnail for the song. So all you have to do is
that
type
cookie
in
jar.
Cake Distance on
We found
YouTube.
that at Savers. Like
I
$3,
found
right?
I
that
love
at
this.
the cheapo thrift
The
store,
Fulton
Value
one.
Village,
Oh, okay.
and it was 95 cents, but it was half price. So it was
Merry
about.
quarantine, Miss from the future.
Oh, Alan's here from Australia.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
It's no longer quarantine, Miss. It's the day
Day
after.
Christmas.
That's
which
the
is-
worst day of the year.
Yeah.
Boxing
it's
Day?
As far from Christmas as you can
Wait, can
get.
you help me out?
Oh my god.
So in
wow.
Australia, is it cold right now? Is that how that works?
What?
Or is it just like average? Or is it warm because
It's
the
still spring there, right? Do they have the same thing? No, they
No,
don't.
No,
they
they're
have
opposite of
reversed.
us.
So is it fall?
Yes.
yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah. So here's what I'm thinking.
But they
What-
also have hot Christmases.
Brian's here. Hi, Brian.
Hello. Well, no, now I'm thinking because the rest of the country is under snowstorm right now, it would be sunny in Australia. It's just California that's having a heat wave.
Well, it's not. It's not like specific weather. It's
Oh.
seasonal weather.
Exactly specific.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Welcome to
All their
quarantine.
colors are
Miss.
inverse too.
How's it going?
Average weather here. Winter doesn't start until June.
There
Do you
you
guys
go.
like these sunglasses?
I'm answering your question, Austin.
What?
Winter
Oh.
starts in June.
Winter starts in June.
Winter starts
it's
in
average
June.
weather today.
Sorry for the crappy lighting. We're
That-
still getting used to these live shows.
That would be awesome because if I move to Australia, that means my birthday would be during winter.
Does that mean
And
when
I
you
would
guys
love
get out
that.
of school in like summertime, it's cold?
Well, maybe they don't get out of school in the summertime. Maybe it's a different school.
Maybe
Do
it's
you guys
different
get
school
out
year.
of school in like November? and then
Welcome
come
to
back in like June?
Questions for Australia.
Too hot today. It is too hot today. I completely agree.
I think
It's
what you're not
disgusting
counting
in
is
here.
that even as close as Europe doesn't have the same school system. Doesn't work the same way.
No, in
seasons
France,
and-
kids are served wine all day, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Aren't
And
there
there's-
some
there's-
schools in some countries that have like school year all year long?
Japan.
And they
Japan.
don't have a summer break. They have like a 2-week break
Yeah.
and then they go right back.
Yes.
Yeah.
Japan.
Are we doing like how we spend our day and normal stuff going on?
Yeah,
too,
it's a
or
normal stuff. It just happens to have Christmas overlay, and
Yeah, we're just talking.
everybody is getting
Getting a
a
gift.
gift that we got for them for Quarantinemas that Rachel has wrapped up.
But yeah, to answer your question, right on, Japan is a very disciplined society. School's about 10 hours long, but it's also, the grading system doesn't work like the U.S. It's more of a lifestyle thing. Like, school just is your life in Japan.
But in most other countries, a passing
Tim
grade is
says,
30%.
Merry Christmas, Merry Quarantinemas.
If you get a 60%, that's like a C.
Tim is Becky's son.
Oh, Becky Wilson.
Oh!
I love Becky Wilson. Thank you, Tim, for bringing her into my life.
Yeah, I voted for Sad Eye Joe. I vote for the
Very
Sad Eye
good.
Joe pin.
It's finally here. It's finally here.
Laura's
It's
here,
finally Christmas
But
time.
I'm partial to Sad Eye
What's that?
Joe,
Laura,
so
Laura?
yes.
Yes.
Laura.
Sean Slauson is here.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a I hate school episode now.
Tim
Oh, it's
says,
Sean.
"Thanks, Rachel.
I hate
She's a
school.
great mom."
Stop doing my thing. It's
Sean-
my thing.
Sean is from
Sean
Sean is from Back to the Future. He has a podcast. Plug your podcast.
We have a different school system. It starts end of January and finishes December, and then we have summer break over Christmas.
There you go. Now you know.
That's
There you
scary.
go.
Murder Quarantine is from Fairy Tales Preserved. I agree. It's too hot here. I'm pretty sure that's what I meant. Yeah. Okay. Interview. What did you interview for?
For a podcast all about Back to the Future.
Of course you did.
I'm jealous for Australia. I always am jealous for Australia.
What are you jealous for? The dingoes, the scorpions,
Yeah.
the spiders,
Well, in the
The,
1990s,
the good people.
in the 1990s, there was an amazing animated adaptation of Sonic the Hedgehog that is better
Are
than
you
the
talking about
games.
Sonic
Sonic SatAm. And
Antoine.
Australia, for some reason, got the toy line. We didn't. Japan didn't. Europe didn't. Only Australia.
So that the Sonic cartoon action figures are worth
Yes.
the whole lifetime of living in a country that was actually used as a prison. It's so bad.
Yes.
What question did we answer, Laura?
Yes.
We answered a
Do you
lot
know
of
the
questions.
Mormons said Las Vegas?
We
should
answered
be,
the question of whether or not God exists.
in the
They're saying
1700s,
thank you,
Luna.
so.
The Mormons said that Las Vegas was so desolate and hot. And now look at it.
Can you see the Sonic?
Well, we invented
Saturday
air
thing
conditioning.
They said the same
Yes.
thing about Florida. Oh,
This
they're
is
re- we're reconnecting.
Oh,
You guys got to
wow.
get off your phones. Oh, we're back.
We're back.
Oh, my phone.
We're like Max Hedger. We're like, you must have the hostage special. You must have the hostage special. Good morning to the
I
cafe,
think the reason we're having trouble
Welcome to
is
the
not the
cafe.
devices, it's the whole neighborhood.
where it's always
Yeah.
morning in America.
Look on your phone,
Even
Bob.
in the
You like
after-
looking on your phone.
Noon.
She likes to look up Barbies on her phone.
You want to jump in here?
Barbecues.
Yeah, barbecues.
I'm still in the Australian mindset.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. I'm jumping in.
Kangaroo Jack.
Oh, look, don't I look festive?
Yeah.
Don't
Yeah, there
get
wasn't a
out of
kangaroo
here.
in it.
Look at my
Unfortunately.
shirt. It has Santas all over it. Little Santa Clauses.
How was
Okay.
your day, Mom?
It was very nice. I got to see the beach, my most favorite place in the whole world. We did drive down there, and I don't care about people's opinions. So,
Everyone's saying hi to you.
but we didn't get out of the car. We were good, but I just needed to see it, and there was a lot of traffic, but it was worth it. It was so worth it. Just to see it.
I worked at Target, so
And then they drove through Raising Cane's, which took like an hour. That drive through was so
it was
long.
so good though.
Raising Cane's is
And then I
amazing.
got Carl's Jr.'s because I don't like Raising Cane's. And yeah, it was like a 2.5 hour car ride. It was really
Jesus.
nice. We had the
What
air
beach?
on high. We started at Huntington and we went all the way down to Nicolette's house. So we went to like Seal Beach.
Does it look
The
better?
whole,
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh,
right
yes.
though.
Yeah.
You can see my Santa
Studio lights.
shirt better. See my Santa shirt? So yeah, I had a lovely day.
It was
And
a fun day. It was
I had a
fun.
Barbie in my hand to buy. We stopped at Walmart for essentials, part of the trip.
Essential.
Whose idea
and-
was it to do a Christmas episode?
We're
I
doing all
also
the
saw
holidays.
a fan.
We're doing all of
And
it.
it's
My
really
birthday's
hot,
next,
so I went
you
for
better
the
go
fan.
do some presents.
No, dude.
Austin,
Quarantine Eve
Yes.
is next.
they enjoy the music reviews. Keep it coming.
Thank you. What have I been listening to lately? Let me think. Mainly a lot of.
Aldo just sent a bunch of.
We love you,
Aldo's
Aldo.
on
I
here.
agree. Yeah.
Aldo,
We love you.
Aldo.
Roxy, Aldo, brother. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry
We've done that twice. Driven to the beach,
I
but
miss
not
you
good enough.
guys.
Sometimes you just have to.
so much.
For your sanity. For your sanity,
Yes.
I agree. I love the beach. I want to move there and live there the rest of my life. I think it's beautiful.
I'm not big on beach.
It's the best.
I'm big on beach, which would be the hardest part about moving to Las Vegas because I've decided
No.
that's where we're retiring.
No beach.
But it's doable.
There's
It's
pools,
drivable.
though.
Yeah,
But
we're
it's all
cool.
sand. So
We'll
what
drive.
part of the beach do you like? Is it the water part?
Well, you know what?
It's all of it.
Okay,
They got
It's
plenty of the sand
atmosphere.
part.
It's the calmness the beach brings me. Maybe the desert will bring me
Well,
calmness.
well,
I don't
did you know?
My friend just got it. She just
Mother.
She
What
can't
friend?
talk in the chat. Your friend Becky Wilson that you just talked
Oh.
about.
Do you know, Mom,
Hi,
that
Becky.
that Arizona and California are separated by a giant beach river, a touristy beach river? So
Beach River.
if
guys should
if
quote him
you're in
on that.
Vegas,
What is he talking about? Someone tell me what he's talking
California and
about.
Arizona
I
are
think he's been
separated.
using a river.
Yeah, there's a river between
But
California
it's
and
not a
Arizona,
beach. It's not
but
a
it has
beach.
sand and people swim and sunbathe, and that's right below
I've never
Vegas.
really done the whole gone to the river type thing.
Swimming hole? You don't do swimming
Yeah.
hole?
No, there's like fishies at your feet.
A ocean is just a really big lake.
Yeah,
And a
if-
river is just a stretched out
There's
lake.
fishes at the beach, you know.
Yeah, but the fishes can't get me.
Oh yeah. There's lots of
Well, no, you've also
they
If you
can't
could
get-
see through the water and know what you were out there
But
with,
they
you probably
can't
would
get
never
me the
swim
way
again.
that the fishes in the river can.
and I know someone's gonna say Lake Mead and Hoover Dam. You can't really swim or suntan there, but Arizona's probably the closest. Arizona has a lot of swimming holes.
I don't want to go to Arizona.
Swimming
Well,
holes.
no, if you're in
Not swimming
Vegas,
I need the excitement of Vegas.
no, what I'm saying is if you're in
Oh,
Vegas,
you guys talk
can-
about Vegas every episode
we
now.
love Vegas. You can
Why do you
drive.
like Vegas so
You can
much?
drive downwater.
How do you not? You grew up
to
going there
Arizona.
too. You were
Yeah,
part of
I've
this,
seen
you
it.
know?
I'm good.
I don't
it's,
remember it most of it.
it's familiarity.
You've
I
been
know
a
Vegas
thousand
very
times.
well.
I remember some of it.
You remember
remembers
Shake
it.
Shack?
I do.
You ready to move in?
No, go ahead.
It's the
I remember
closest.
the
Show
Shake
off all your
Shack
gifts
on the
first.
East Coast.
No, go ahead.
Vegas is the closest we have to a
Except you-
sister town. We know it like LA.
I know
Also,
Vegas like the back of my. What the hell is that? Never mind.
Vegas is more walkable than LA. Like we've been to LA a lot, but we don't walk through LA. We just go to parts of LA.
No,
It's
we
a
don't
car
want to get
town.
stabbed.
Yeah. Vegas, you can walk Vegas. You can walk, at least not North End, right? You can do the first half of
We should
In
Vegas.
Minnesota, they have 10,000.
Melbourne on the board.
I
I
quote
know. I
The
know.
missing
I-
persons. Nobody walks in LA.
I would love to move to Minnesota. I would absolutely love it. I think the lakes and the tall pine trees would bring me a lot of peace and serenity.
We wish you would move to Minnesota too.
Laura, what's the
Mi-
fox on the box?
Minnesota always
I know what that
fascinated me
is.
because it had another Knott's Berry Farm. Now it doesn't, sadly.
No,
But
On a
No.
box, apparently.
you don't get another Knott's Berry Farm. You just have to leave the state,
yeah.
never come back.
Well,
I'm gonna show off my dolls. I got
Ohio
today.
comes pretty close. Ohio's got two flagships of Cedar Fair. It's got what? Kings Dominion and Cedar Point. So
Close to Canada, where all the small towns are.
yes.
Virginia
Oh yeah.
was nice, but I'm flying here in California.
Robin
I live in
Hood.
this
Oh,
world
wait.
of relevancy.
Sean Slauson says, I live in northern Minnesota, close to Canada, where the small towns are. I envy you. I would love to live there. I could dress like a lumberjack all day and I would fit in.
You do that anyways.
You do that here.
Robin
I-
Hood. The Robin
Last
Hood
night
thing
you
is
were-
up there, but it's not a fox. It's some weird other Robin Hood that they stole from Disney.
Last night you were in full head to toe
Yes.
gear, and it was
Yes.
90 degrees in here.
Well, I figure people in the desert wear a lot of robes. You know,
Do they?
You weren't wearing robes.
John
Watts?
like a Jedi Knight, like Obi-Wan
John
Kenobi.
Watts?
I don't know.
Like a Jedi robe?
I don't know.
Hey, you know that idiot that was wearing all that flannel? Well, of course I know him. He's me.
He's drinking his coffee. 100 degrees.
Yeah.
I don't.
Does
speak
it bother
Minnesota
anyone
talk.
else that the Minnesota talk?
Translate.
Let me see. I did live in Rapid City, South Dakota, where Mount Rushmore is, and really close to the famous Sturgis Motorcycle Valley. I love the Dakotas as well. I would move there on a heartbeat. You know that South Dakota and North Dakota are the coldest states. They're even colder than Minnesota sometimes.
How was Target today?
Target was nice. People are a lot calmer than they were about a week ago.
The only thing about Target now is the governor has reversed the bag ban.
Yes, yeah.
So bags are free, but not everybody knows that, and certainly the customers don't know that.
And people take their bags very personally. It's a hot button issue. What Target did a couple of weeks ago is Target was very quick to respond to the coronavirus, and I applaud them for that. They responded a lot faster than other chains did. Is right when the first cases hit in March, they took away our bag charger button because we have a button we press that charges you 10 cents every time. They took away that button and said we will pay whatever the states want us to pay. You can have as many bags as you like. So we have not been charging for bags, but now it is a statewide lift. So if you go to any store, you should not be charged for bags.
And guess what? They still ask you if you want a bag. Like, well, now that they're free, of course I do, because I bought 7 loose items.
Yeah.
And you get now it's a whole weird of like
Yeah.
you get that stern look and you're like, just put it in a bag. Don't make me use the voice.
Yeah, we're waiting on single-use bags, but they have to be shipped from Arizona and Nevada since we don't have any. So
What do you think of The Grinch?
I love The Grinch. I love
The Grinch
Boris
is
Karloff.
my
So
favorite.
It's a classic.
it's a classic.
Did you-
This is the legit way to watch it because the TV version is edited down too much.
And you ever seen Halloween is Grinch Night?
That's terrible.
Oh.
Sequel,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
it's
one's
awful.
really bad.
They thought they could follow it up.
What about
The
this
Grinch
thing?
is legit.
You watch this, Austin?
That's awesome.
Is this
Why
how
do
they
you
were in it?
why do you watch this?
Well, no, he likes the
me
ring.
explain.
The grandma got ran over too.
I do.
Oh,
okay,
that one's
that
bad
one's out in the
too.
back, packed
Those
away.
Those are pretty high.
I'll explain why. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer, and this all of the other reindeer are my Christmas specials. And that's because I grew up watching Boomerang and Cartoon Network, and they couldn't afford Frosty and all the fancy stuff that ABC aired. So Cartoon Network kind of bought all of the B-tier Christmas specials, and they would just play them all day.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, Mom, we would watch The Grinch on ABC once
Something
every
fell
Christmas. But, you know, before the internet, Cartoon Network would air this 15 times a day, and I would just watch this over and over and over again. And I had forgotten about this special for a
That's
long
the one
time.
where Dan Castellaneta's the evil postal carrier,
Yes, mhm,
and the whole
Yeah.
thing looks like a Parappa the Rappa
it
level.
does. It's using that late 90s
Yeah.
aesthetic. Absolutely.
Emmett Otter's
Uh,
Jug Band Christmas is where it's at.
Oh, that's a great one. That's
This is
I've never seen
so
oh, that one's
catchy,
great.
And
And so are the bloopers that are on YouTube.
I love the ska style
the
big
mic is back. It's back.
I love
Don't
the
worry.
ska style big band music. The
I
anim-
just think the animation is grotesque. I don't like.
I
the
think
way
it's very
it
appealing.
looks.
I think it looks like
I
You
don't
didn't grow
like
up on
it.
Parappa the Rappa.
yeah.
think
I also think it
weird.
looks like Night in the Woods, which I like.
Hmm.
I just feel like
Uh,
he's wearing Christmas pajamas.
Yeah, I am. I got little presents on my legs.
Oh, he's a president, all right.
Oh, and
We love the mic.
What's your favorite
Yeah, I
movie?
love it, but you go for it.
Have I ever
I'm
seen
waiting
that
for the
before?
Rachel's doll segment part. You
What's
can-
better about this movie? Clark Griswold trying to give his family an old-fashioned Christmas and a pool, or watching it knowing that just under the surface, Randy Quaid is crazy, and that his cousin Eddie character is not acting. All that's missing is the tinfoil on his hat, and I mean that literally.
yes,
It's a great scene.
I don't remember that scene.
Am
Yeah.
I?
Where the
Am
guy's
I-
wearing like the little turban.
The
and
guy,
gloves
you mean Chevy
Yeah, yeah.
Chase? The guy?
dad, and he's looking back at the past memories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't forget about the California Raisins Christmas.
Oh yeah,
Is
that was.
does that like
I-
animated raisins?
No,
Yeah, they're
nothing-
claymation.
Nothing against
Will
this.
Vinton
This
Studios.
is a sweet, nice comedy, but I prefer Christmas Story. I love Christmas Story.
Oh yeah, I don't
We
have
watch it
Christmas Story,
every
but you
year.
you don't need to buy and
It's
own.
on every year.
It's
I
on
think it's a marathon
24
all
hours
night
a day.
long.
Why do you like Christmas Story?
I don't know.
He likes
I,
the music.
I-
The musical.
I like
I
the.
like the Christmas
I
story.
love the small town aesthetic. I love the charm
When they
What's
go
the
to
best
visit
scene in
Santa.
that
when they
movie.
visit Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
I like that when the kid gets his metal zeppelin that's like made of lead and this big, he sleeps with it.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
used
yeah,
to do the
that's
same
really
thing. I would take like these Star Wars dolls that were made of solid plastic, and I would sleep.
You
with
need one of
them.
those bendable Barbie
So
sleeper
listen,
dolls.
Christmas Story lied to us just like Grease did.
You know
They're not
why?
actually that old.
You know why I actually like it? It's because it depicts the innocence of childhood and the naivety of children, but at the same time, like your parents know everything.
The best
They
scene
know
is
everything.
when
Well, that's-
he gets the decoder pin and it's an ad.
Yeah,
That's
well,
the
that's
best
we've
one.
all been there. I like it, and I did a whole hour on my podcast thanks to Monique, one of our friends. It's great because, like Austin said, the kid lives in this fantasy world of daydreams and
Yeah.
danger
Yeah.
and goofiness,
But everything's fine.
and his father is this specter
Yeah.
hanging over his head who, he curses in gibberish, and he's
He's
fighting with
cranky,
the
he
bumpus
doesn't
hound.
give him-
Yeah, he's
yeah.
cranky, and he doesn't feel like he's connected. And you think through the whole movie, like, why doesn't he just ask his dad for this stupid gun? He asks his mom, and she's like, no, you're not getting that ever. And then at the end, you realize his dad has been listening.
Yep.
Because fathers do listen to their sons.
Yep.
And when they want something more than life, he knows because he's the same way. He goes, I had one when I was a kid. It's a very, I mean, Rachel's watched me bawl like a baby. when he realizes there's a rifle package over in the corner.
Family stuff makes Jeff
Now, just so you know, as flawless as Christmas Story is, it does have a sequel.
That's what I'm just asking. To see the horrible sequel that recycled all the jokes.
You could say it has. Technically, it has three. It has three sequels.
I'm talking about the direct
Summer?
Christmas Story 2.
Okay.
No, Summer Story is a flawed movie, but it stars Charles Grodin, so it gets a pass.
What are you talking about?
But Christmas Story 2, Rachel made us watch. We had to
Horrible.
buy it.
That
We had
was
to buy it on
terrible.
pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's where Ralphie wants to buy a car.
Yep.
You don't remember this movie at all? It stars Daniel Stern.
You bawled at the
Oh,
end. I'll
it's-
spoil the ending because you guys don't want to see it. Ralphie wakes up as an adult, and his kids have set up a string that goes throughout the house, and he has to follow the string to get to his car. And Mom was just bawling like, the string's gonna lead to his car.
It's-
Oh my god!
It's you ever seen Rachel remember this movie? Remember Stepmom, where Ed Harris proposes to Julia Roberts by tying a string to her finger and then sliding a ring down on her finger? It's that bad.
We have
That
to.
just
What's the third sequel?
treacle. The third to Christmas Story?
Yeah.
What's the third? The live
The
one?
live
Yeah,
musical.
oh, that's. We had that on our DVR before it got unplugged.
So glad we
and
got it erased
I wouldn't let him
after.
erase
No,
it.
I'm
No, we
sad.
kept watching
I want
it.
it back.
It's so
Horrible.
I want
bad.
it back.
It's available on Blu-ray, Josie.
It's so bad. It's good.
What
though.
are some of our favorite Christmas memories growing up in California? Someone asked before it gets too far up the chat.
Okay, let's talk. Christmas memories. I loved going to California Adventure every year and
Right to
seeing the Christmas
California
decorations.
Boom, right to it.
I thought of the orange circle when they have the big tree out.
Yeah, Orange Circle's very
We're
gorgeous.
gonna go
during
to the tree
Christmas
line
time.
this year.
Why don't you come in here and talk about
I
Christmas?
love
for a minute?
There's gonna be a gathering this year.
LA
Yes,
always
there
has
is.
great decorations.
You hate people.
The governor hasn't opened it up.
But I
by
love
then.
gatherings.
The Citadel Mall in
Follow
Los
the mall.
Angeles has the world's largest wrapped presents. They wrap the whole mall, right, Mom?
Yes.
The Citadel.
Oh, the big boat.
Yeah.
It has the world's biggest boat.
Yeah. They wrap the whole building. Hollywood at Highland always looks really pretty during Christmas time. That's right by the Dolby Theater, right in downtown LA.
My favorite part about
Uh,
Christmas is going Christmas tree light looking.
Yes,
We go
everyone
on PJ.
decorates. Yeah.
We get either coffee or hot
Here's the
cocoa,
thing,
play
California,
Christmas songs.
people do not do Halloween in California. There's no trick or treating. There's no decorations. Like for an area of the United States that has so many Halloween cons, people don't decorate for Halloween. You never see it.
Not as much as we'd like them
Well,
to.
most people
But-
don't decorate. for
But
Halloween.
Christmas,
Who are
people
these
knock
people?
it out of the park. They always do. Christmas is always so bombastic here. People go wild with lights.
Bombastic.
Bombastic.
We always go to La Mirada because La Mirada always knocks it out of the
What
park
has
with
the
lights.
Christmas Story house?
Have you been to
Yes,
the
yes, it
Christmas
does.
Vacation House.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Huh?
Have we been to the Griswold's house?
Yes, the
Yeah.
one that's lit up in
Yeah,
La
La Mirada.
Mirada.
Mhm.
Yes, we've
10
been.
minutes from here.
Yeah, it's literally right by
Let me
our
see what we
house.
got in the comments.
I'm trying to read them, but you guys never stop talking.
What we like to talk.
Wow, you literally remember every detail of every movie. I haven't seen Stepmom in years. It's a blessing and a curse to this family that he remembers every detail of every
Yeah,
movie.
it is. It is.
A blessing and a curse.
I'm not a movie person. I only watch them because he puts them on. I'm a reality.
I've seen
TV
Stepmom
person.
one time.
I like Amazing Race, Survivor,
So
Big
back
Brother.
to the Christmas thing. I have no memory of anything. I
Oh
don't
my
remember
God.
anything.
Oh my goodness.
Who has memory?
I don't remember a
Wasted money.
single
Wasted
thing.
trip.
Up until
memory.
up until about 12, and I've said this at least 10,000 times.
Christmas is my favorite holiday. I've decided it's my holiday because
Halloween is mine.
looking back on every Christmas season, it's always good memories with Christmas. I always have good times at Christmas. I think I don't strongly connect with like Halloween as much as you, or even Valentine's Day or St. Patrick's Day.
That's because you don't have a girlfriend.
It's because
I always made every holiday
Thank
special
you for
for
laughing.
you.
no, I knew that. I knew
Even
that.
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, you
The
always
Cupid,
yes.
would come.
Yes,
and leave
I know, presents, yes.
Yes.
Josie, you didn't get. No one let me finish.
Jeff hated that I had Cupid come to our house every year.
The main reason
It's not
though
a
is
holiday. I'm like, yes, it is.
I had school.
What do you mean? Cupid
So,
came to your house?
when I
Cupid would come and bring
when I
Yeah.
look back,
Oh, you never
guys.
got a Halloween.
Your
I mean, a
mother treated
Valentine present.
Cupid like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Easter bunny.
But
Every
it
year you
wasn't
got
Cupid,
presents.
it was you guys. You
No, but
guys
what-
gave
what-
us
what I'm
stuff for
saying is,
Valentine's Day.
It was
I always I look back
Don't believe, don't get.
I look back on school, and I had school during that time. Christmas, I was always out of school, so I was always at my highest, especially in those early
Valentine's Day
years.
was always Vegas, anyways.
Yes,
always
yeah.
go to
You guys
Vegas.
step on it. Your water spilled. That's not my water. That's my water.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he
Oh, I
knows
also
too
do have
much
to
about Back
mention,
to the Future.
Christmas.
An unhealthy amount of Back to the Future.
Christmas.
Sharing all of it.
7 years ago was
Mhm.
pretty
Oh, wow.
amazing. We went to Vegas, and I have such good memories. Vegas is so beautiful during Christmas time. They really just make
I
that
think we
town
should go to
shine.
Vegas this year for Christmas.
That was such
I
a
think so,
long
too.
time ago.
I think so.
I remember.
We went
I
to
remember every
Vegas for
second of it.
Christmas.
I just remember the town just lit up, man. The Christmas
Yeah, I
lights in
think we
Vegas
should.
are no joke.
Why did you guys do everything when I was too young to remember it?
Oh my god.
We're gonna do everything on that memory board this next year,
Hopefully.
and you're probably not gonna remember any of it either.
No, I will. I finally started to remember things.
Christmas is when I got into coffee. The peppermint mocha at Starbucks comes back into season every year. What else? What else makes Christmas great?
Spending
you,
time with the people you love.
Oh, well. That's the sappy answer, but let's get to the real answer.
Black Friday shopping. I love going Black Friday shopping.
Well, you know, last year, the past 2 years
Although
I've
it was
worked
a
Black
good
Friday
Vegas
have been
Aldo,
the past 2 years I've worked Black Friday have been
Vegas.
complete busts at all store. No one shows up. So if you want to get the Black Friday deals, go to the Brainerd Park
It's
Target.
true. It's Target.
And you know, I've talked with my
Empty.
coworkers, and I've said like, why does people drive an extra 5 minutes to go to Cerritos? Because the Cerritos location is directly across from the
Luna's
mall.
trying to get out.
I'm stuck.
Luna's stuck.
You're missing it. Wow, stuck. Maybe you should go over the couch on
I'm
the
trying.
Don't knock the table.
Oh.
I'm trying not to knock
If
the
we're
table
shaking,
because
it's
it
not an
shakes the
earthquake, it's
weird
just
world.
Luna. Hey, can we have a break in Christmas so I could do my doll review?
Oh,
Bye.
I don't want to come
Mm.
back again.
If I
I'm
die
just
right
sitting
now,
here.
it's been nice.
Welcome to the Cafe 80s, where it's morning in America, even in the afternoon.
This doll review is more for Becky than anyone.
Are you
I'm
guys
here.
Are you
I
guys
just
into
wanna show
pro
her.
wrestling at all?
Wait, who's that?
No.
No.
Dad used to be big into wrestling.
Dad was very into wrestling.
It's
You know,
now it's
scary.
wrestling
It's
slow.
threatening.
Let me just say, wrestling, it's kind of its
Oh,
own,
Luna's on the show finally.
Hi, I'm
its own
here.
thing, but
Everybody say hi to Luna.
the
Oh, if
wrestling,
you were right here, Jeff, we'd have a whole family.
the wrestling
Yeah.
It'd be a good
superstars
picture.
are such good people.
Can
Like,
someone screenshot and send me this?
I'm into the gorgeous ladies of
Everybody-
wrestling.
Everybody
Everybody say
pose.
cheese.
Ready?
Ready? We're gonna get some pictures sent to us.
Okay.
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 I have nothing but massive respect for the wrestlers because they always do amazing charity work and they're always such good people.
John Cena.
To millions of kids out there, wrestlers
You have a
are
special quarantine
superheroes.
this
They represent real superheroes to kids. So no,
Raise
I
your hand.
think wrestling is very
I had
important.
rice.
And yeah,
Still talking.
John Cena.
I grew up in the
Love
80s.
him.
I worked at Blockbuster Video, and we used to get the wrestling tapes in: Best of Hulk Hogan, Best of Ultimate Warrior, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, and we watched them over and over again. So my era of wrestling is
You like the Shockmaster?
85 to around 92.
Like the Shockmaster?
I don't know the Shockmaster.
That's when the guy,
I know the Undertaker.
the Shockmaster breaks through the wall, and he's got on nothing but a big fuzzy vest
Uh-huh.
and a pink glittery stormtrooper helmet.
Oh. No, the guy
Alan, it
goes,
always drives me crazy how Christmas is staggered in California. In December, it's still 90 degrees. It always takes
I see
till
all those
February and
things.
March for it to go
Not
below freezing.
here.
remember
That's
Paul
so
Bearer?
cool.
I'm with you.
Paul Bearer would go, "My Undertaker will beat you in the ring on Friday."
See, someone knows Shockmaster. They know what he's from.
WCW.
I only know the
What
lip
does
out
he
of
know?
context.
No, I'm good. We're gonna do your doll thing. You haven't
Yeah.
done your doll
Doll
thing.
Gone over it. I'll
Don't
just show Becky real quick.
Do your doll review. That we have to
I got these
fill up the
today.
hour.
I'm so excited. They're, as you can see, not huge 18-inch dolls. They're teeny tiny dolls, 4-year dolls. And I'll only show one of
Dolls
them.
for your dolls.
I think this one is so cute.
Oh, Kaya. We
Look
love
at
You have
Kaya.
Kaya.
dolls for your dolls for your dolls.
Look at, yeah, and she comes with
Comes
a
with
little book
for
Yeah.
the doll.
All
for the
right.
doll. Isn't she adorable? She's so cute. Her whole outfit's in there, even her little booties.
I call her
Look at
Mini
her.
Me.
She's so pretty.
This is when you
Why
leave-
are they in coffins? Aldo wants to know.
Because they hadn't been set free yet. I just got them.
That is the scariest thing you've
You have to
ever
perform a
said.
blood
They
ritual.
haven't been set free
It's
yet.
time.
No, later. Later will be time. Okay, are we doing our presents so I can
Okay,
Yeah.
move on?
So your present.
Well, Luna's leaving now.
you can pass them out.
Okay, everyone hold your present. No one
Oh,
open them
we get
yet.
a
Who
present.
drew on them? Show
This
the
one
art.
is for Austin,
Okay.
and Ryder drew on it.
Okay.
And we
So
used
cool.
the name tags are the names we pulled out of the
Yes.
hat.
Yeah.
Show the art to
Present
them.
time.
Oh.
Hi,
I-
you.
You're not gonna be able to read it. It's backwards, right?
This says yup, 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 yup.
No,
I don't
it's
know.
not
What
backwards
does
for
it
them.
say?
It says this present's a wheeze.
This present's a
Old
wheeze.
Earth.
Thank you.
Oh.
I have an idea of what this
Don't
is just
squeeze
by
too
feeling
hard.
it.
Luna.
Yes.
Oh my god, you think it's a Harry Potter one?
Hold it.
The wand chooses the wizard.
Ryder.
Dad's
Little
a muggle.
Christmas stocking. I drew that.
Wow, that is
Dad?
shocking if I've ever seen one.
Did you draw that?
Austin did this. Why is mine the biggest?
Hope it's a
Oh my
trivet.
God. And mine. And it's Santa and a
Floppy
mask.
This is weirdly shaped.
Okay, who wants to go first?
Started age, Josie.
Okay, so first say who got your name.
Wait, I
Who's
thought
it
I wasn't
from?
allowed to open mine until Austin opens his. Because then you said I'm not allowed to open it until Austin likes his present. I remember that being said.
Oh, I remember
Austin,
that.
open your gift.
Okay, first, who's yours
This is
from? They
Who's
don't
yours
know.
from?
Who is it from?
Mine is from Josie.
Quotation
Yes.
marks.
Yes, it's from
Joe.
Josie.
It's from
Ryder.
It's from Ryder. Sure. Yeah. Ryder.
I was
picked this
told to
out.
handle it delicately,
Merry Christmas.
which makes me think.
Quarantine miss.
I'm hoping it's perishable.
Told you. Someone helped.
Oh
No,
Oh, this is not what I was expecting. Wow.
Food. You love
Yeah,
Ryder
her.
picked this out, which
I
means
totally picked
in
this out.
English, Ryder went to Dad,
Oh, yeah.
who got something,
Okay.
but it wasn't good, so we went to Mom, and Mom picked it with my
Hold on a
help.
second.
Yes.
I like Chex Mix goose sandwiches.
Because what we picked out
And-
was not good enough for their likings.
No.
This, guys, this is like crack. This is so good. If you haven't
It's
had,
like quack. Don't you
He
hear him?
loves this.
if you haven't had the Good and Gather freeze dried fruit or the chocolate covered freeze dried
That
fruit,
looks like
you need to have this.
you're at a museum and you're buying astronaut ice cream.
Yeah.
It does look like it, and believe it or not, it's actually cold inside, and it comes in this like foliage metallic thing. It looks like space food, and it doesn't look tasty at all, and it feels weird. It's got this squishy texture, and you're like, "What am I eating?" Then you put it in your mouth, and it's like a
Okay,
strawberry.
Austin, you know those sugar cookies that I like? There's boring sugar cookies, and they're decorated to look like a shark or a flower.
Yes,
They have the Target logo and dog cookies.
yeah,
to
we
give
have
you.
those at our cafe.
Yes, that's what they were going to give you. But I know
I
you're
don't eat
not.
those. No.
Thank you.
I
And I
don't
said
eat
you're going to
those.
spend $6 in
Isn't
cookies,
it
Yeah.
so
and he
funny
doesn't even
that she's
eat them.
taking all this time to tell
I agree,
everyone
that's
that I totally
You
I didn't
suck.
pick out this
This
present
is
and
so
that I'm
much
the worst person
Like an
in the whole
episode of the
world.
Goldbergs. It's not funny.
The entire point of Austin's present is that you suck.
But he loves it.
I love it. I'm happy. This stuff's good, man. This is good stuff.
Looking
and
back,
I know it's not that
It was a
cheap either, so
quarantine
thank
miss
you.
we remembered forever.
Okay, who is next? Do you want to go next now?
Sure.
Sure.
Okay, who's your gift from?
Luna, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And I
Did you
did pick it
this
out.
Okay.
You
Yes.
did pick it out. Yes, Luna. picked
Or
this
did you
out
pick
for you.
something out and then mom said, no, it's not good enough?
No,
No, Mom gave me a
I went
variety of things
alone
to choose from.
and gave him ideas, and then he, on his own, chose this for you. So, there.
Ooh, things. Makeup things. Lots of things.
You want to show or
Okay.
tell what you got?
So it's a face mask. I like face masks. And then it's, ooh, is this lipstick?
Yeah, it's a new red one because we knew you needed more red.
Ellen, May 25th.
Why do you need new lipstick, Josie?
I gave her the look that said, you don't have to tell them. I
Oh,
really
we're
prefer
telling
you
the
to
story.
tell
Okay,
them.
we won't go there then.
No, because now that you said it, we have
This
to
is a
go
good
there.
story.
It's not a
It's
good
a good
story. You
story.
guys just like making me feel bad about myself
She
today.
used all her lipstick. Now she needs more.
Perfect. Who's
Uh,
next?
Alan, May 25th
I'll go
is
next.
Christmas Hanukkah.
Well, who got yours?
Who
gave
got mine? I don't know.
I did.
Oh, you did.
We're running out of options here, folks.
God.
That's funny.
That might be
Yours is
Austin.
from Cupid.
No, it's not Valentine's.
No relation to the holiday.
It's not
Just
Christmas
just some
either,
guy from
lady.
down the street named Cupid.
Very oddly shaped.
It is.
It's not a
I
wand.
think it's Pixie Sticks.
Whoa, look at that.
Do you like it? Will you wear it?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Where does it go? Is this a neck thing?
No.
Is this a head
Well, I guess
thing?
it could be. It is a
It's
hair
wherever you want to
accessory.
stick it, sunshine.
So look, some people wear it like this, you know, like the 70s headband.
Right.
Some people
The
wear
front.
it from the back to the
Back.
top, like a headband across the top. But I don't know. I don't know. I guess you have to see how adjustable it is. Maybe you could wear it as a necklace. So we'll have to take it out and look at it. Okay, who wants to go next? Me or Dad?
I'll go.
Oh, I go last.
This is from Austin.
Yes, I got Dad's. I was essential shopping, and I was so
Austin,
happy to find this.
Wanted to buy this. This was his choice.
Oh, this is perfect.
But he also
Essential.
went over the $5 limit.
Eh,
It's the new Huey Lewis and the News weather album on an actual disc.
Yes.
Thank you. I
Wait till
wanted
you get some
this.
scissors.
It's just a twist tie.
Oh, yeah. It sounds great.
And his news.
This is fantastic. Thank you. Her love is killing me.
I found it in like
Do
a
you know
ball
the
game
new
bin
stuff then?
pile.
Brand
It's
new,
It
yeah.
just came out.
They've been working on it for years.
I was looking for this album at Target and I couldn't find it, so I looked it up online. And he signed an exclusive
You
deal
can see Huey on
to
the wall
release
over
the
there.
album only through Walmart. And I said, "Dang it! I'm never going to get it now."
Can I open mine now?
And I found it.
Yes.
Dang it!
I know what this is.
You do? Want to tell me before I open
It's a
it?
bunch of
Absolutely
it's a
not.
bunch of tiny coffins.
It's a
full of
box of
American
spiders.
Blue? Is it worth like?
Yeah, it's Clue, the game.
It takes me so long. I figured I could get it out of her before I get that.
I've played Clue with these
Seriously, I'm
two.
not going to be able
It's an
to
experience.
Get that. Should I just rip around it and leave the tape
The
on?
CD reviews are great. They've been going through and listening to all the ones you recommend.
Thank you, thank you,
I'm
Mr.
so-
Wilson.
I'm so sorry you have to go through that.
Oh,
Wow, she's so pretty.
look at that!
A Christmas Barbie for Christmas?
It's Christmas.
It's 2006 Christmas.
It was a good year.
Look how pretty.
I was
Over the final.
Not-
That's
not
a good
much.
$5.
Really?
It came with the airplane. The lady sold these stuff really
Wow,
cheap.
she's so pretty. I love
Wow,
her
looks
dress.
pretty.
Absolutely.
Oh, I like it.
Well,
Is it a stretchy or an
It's
adjustable?
very it's stretchy, but it's clamping real hard.
Clamping.
Well, you might be able to. Does it untie completely or it's hooked?
I don't think so.
It's not adjustable.
No, it's
then.
just one elastic band.
That's the Bob Mackey.
Are you
Use
familiar
one.
with
Go
Bob
across the
Mackey?
top,
I think he has a
too.
little message for you on the back.
Wow, this is a really pretty doll, you guys. Look at her.
Never been played with,
What do you
never
think, Becky?
opened.
I
Free
did
of
pretty
from a
good,
plastic
huh?
prison.
Yay, she's pretty.
Stinky Pete.
Yeah, like Stinky Pete. Open her.
Well, I will, but I'm going to move out of the
Good.
screen so Dad can talk.
Okay.
Let Dad have his chair back. Bye, everybody. Happy Christmas.
Happy Christmas.
British now.
What's in the chat? What we got?
Happy
Give me some
Christmas.
chaps.
Get your jumpers on.
Welcome to my
Some
YouTube
egg.
channel.
What is Huey's dad doing
Stay
on the
with
cover
him
of the CD?
Bristol.
Oh, yeah, Huey's getting up there, man. He's no spry chicken anymore.
Huey's
British
dad
boys.
is Dust.
Oh,
Huey, Dewey, and his Louie.
has Huey? Is this like his first album after a hiatus, or has he always been releasing music?
No, they've been absent a long time.
Okay,
A long time.
so this is the end,
This is the last Huey Lewis
and I
album.
like how
He's deaf. He
I-
can't hear.
I like how Weather is the sequel to Sports.
Yes.
Weather
Ryder
Sports.
tells me to
And the
send
news.
anything.
What?
Okay.
I am.
What,
It's
what-
Huey
what
Lewis,
does that do with each other?
News, sports, and weather.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're different channels.
Oh,
great.
that's really
And
dorky,
Luna,
right?
wait, Luna, look at the cover. See the cover of him standing there with San Francisco behind him?
Yeah,
Weatherman.
And
He's
look,
like-
look up there.
Ah.
He's
It's the
like
same cover.
Train's dad.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's also train in that one.
They're both
All right.
guys writing about the
Laura
Bay
called
Area.
someone a
pop
nerd.
music.
I
About
think
their
it's
bass?
everyone in this
Yeah.
room except for me.
There's a
and
couple
I
of guys
agree.
in their bay.
Yep,
How about this one?
I like it. Look,
Is
look.
that Home Alone?
Oh, Mac.
Wait, I gotta get a thumbnail. Hold on.
Thumbnail?
Big arrow pointing at the DVD.
You won't believe number 6.
We did a podcast with the kid from Home Alone at 3 a.m.
What?
Wrong?
What?
Not clickbait?
Don't
As
click
good
on
as
the
this
focus.
one
Yeah.
is, this one isn't.
Make a
Trapped
little
in your
video
house
plays.
at 4 a.m.
Is you don't like Home Alone 2?
It's okay. It's not as good as the
Aw.
first one.
Wow.
I like Home Alone 2.
Hot take to
I
a
like
lot
that
of
scene
people.
where he steals the toothbrush.
Yeah, that's the first one.
Yeah, it's memorable. It's the first movie.
It's the wrong movie, Austin.
Oh, shows what I know.
I'm gonna give you to count of 10
No,
to
I'm
get
not-
the
I'm not
hell off my property before I pump your guts full of lead.
I guess Home
1,
Alone 2 isn't that good.
2, 10. Bah! Now you gonna mouth the words?
Can we
Just
talk
ready?
about Jingle All the Way?
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Cookie
There you
down.
go.
I love
Home
Jingle
Alone
All the
2
Way.
gets
It's
too
my
much
Christmas
hate.
guilty
it's good,
pleasure.
Not perfect.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's like Ghostbusters too.
It's
Yeah.
totally
The
fine, except
sequel's
when the
always
bomb blows up.
except for
It's
Homeward
scary.
Bound. The sequel to Homeward Bound is just as good as the first one.
I think Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey is just as good as Excellent Adventure.
Which one's 1 and which one's 2?
Second
Excellent
one they
Adventure
died.
is 1.
I
Bogus
think 2
Journey's
is
2.
better.
2 is better because that's death.
Yeah.
William Sadler as death.
We got anything? What do we got in chat?
Put the cookie down.
Put that cookie
Yeah,
down.
we love Jingle All the Way. I love.
Hello, Howard. Just
I'm on
your wife's
fire.
taking a shower.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm on fire.
That. Anyone else? What's everyone's favorite Rankin Bass? Put it in the chat. I want to know what the
Oh.
best
No.
Rankin Bass is.
That sounds
I love those.
Now, see, I like the Easter one because the bunny was going to give out, or the guy was going to give out chocolate tarantulas and
Yeah.
stuff. And as a
Yeah.
kid, I wanted that more than life.
He had a robotic leg and tail.
Yes.
That was scary. Yeah, they're
That's-
all pretty frightening.
That's a good one.
A
Yeah.
year without Santa Claus.
That's do 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 do. Look, look at the flames
Maybe
behind you.
look at the
You're
li-
Mr. Heat Miser.
Look up the live action version of that one.
Oh.
That'll give you a
Another
nightmare.
person said a year without Santa Claus. I
Yeah.
guess, like, without a doubt, that's the winner.
They don't air it. You gotta get a DVD. They don't play it on any
Yeah,
channel.
you gotta buy them.
Yeah. What else? What else we got?
He's Mr. Heat Miser. Right? Yeah, let's do some obscure movie trivia.
Okay.
Somebody in the chat, give us a crappy or a good movie. And it can't be something nobody's seen. It can't be like Shark Exorcism.
Battle Beyond the Stars.
I love Battle Beyond the Stars. Roger Corman, George Peppard, fantastic movie.
Look, guys. I have a website now. Is it showing? No.
Am I
Wait.
coming in clear?
You can't really see it
Yeah, you
on the
can't
live
really
stream.
see the tablet.
Yeah, but I have a website. It's ArtStation.
Oh, I love Mad
Uh,
Monster Party. I have that right over there.
Yeah, yeah.
The kids won't watch it. It's too slow for them.
It's artstation.com / with a little slash Goontfox. GOONTFOX.
I have no idea what that
Goontfox.
But
On
it's
that website, you can view all of my artwork. You can read the little ebooks and stories I make because I like to make those. And you can check out my new print store where you can buy an art print and take it home.
How to mock a killing bird, Josie.
not.
Mockingjay.
I'm also
Somebody suggested Birdemic. We're not allowed to watch any bird-themed horror movies in
Josie's
this house.
Tales of
Absolutely
Bullets.
not.
I have Hitchcock's The Birds over there, deluxe edition. She won't watch it.
Absolutely not.
Yo, this is my
Birds are
coronavirus
disgusting.
project I just finished. You can't really see it. No.
It's not a vaccine.
No, this is
You know what? Maybe I do want to mock a killing bird. Though. Maybe I
This
wanna
is
be
my
like,
new-
I
Maybe.
don't like you.
children's book.
I'm gonna mock it. That's what he wrote. How to mock a killing bird.
Okay.
Head to my
Yeah.
website. Head to my website and read my new children's book.
Huh?
It's called Moody Writes a Song. Check it out.
Her sons are.
Oh, I need Becky. I'll just message her.
Okay.
I made my own
Why there's so many
35-page
bird
book.
comments coming up? Birds of prey. The fault in our birds.
Now, Josie,
You went to the theater and saw Fault in Our Stars, right? That's where they make out at Anne Frank's house.
Yeah, okay.
Everyone
I
claps.
own a bird. You're furious.
Yeah.
You own a bird?
And they get angry that Anne Frank's house isn't wheelchair accessible.
Yeah.
It's an historic place. They can't just put ramps everywhere.
Yeah, we saw that with our good friend Naomi many years ago.
Yes.
And we laughed. It was one of those so
I
bad it was
never
good
ever
movies.
saw that.
When they made out in Anne Frank's house, I was crying. It was so awful. It was so awful.
You put
It's,
the killing thing between your teeth, but you don't let
Yeah,
it do the killing.
it's a very pretentious movie, but it's so pretentious it backfires.
What about
Birds suck.
Perks-
I agree.
Perks of Being a Wallflower? The hero
I like
scene.
that.
Yeah.
That's the movie that led to Fault in Our Stars.
Yeah.
They made that because of Porks.
What about Wonder, Josie?
Wonder is nowhere near as amazing as the book is, and they cut out a really important scene.
It's like the Hugo movie. The Hugo movie was not as good as the book.
What was that stupid movie we went and saw?
Wonderstruck.
Wonderstruck?
Yeah, that's the
So
sequel.
Oh.
to
That
Hugo.
movie is so bad for so many reasons, but because the kid can't hear, they wrote down everything they wanted to say to him, But the problem is everyone in this movie had bad handwriting, so you couldn't read what they were saying.
And the worst part about Wonderstruck is that it's a fantastic book. I love the
That
book.
movie was so bad.
It doesn't work as a movie. It
I
doesn't.
Very
couldn't
bad.
wait for it to end,
Yeah.
and they paid us to watch it.
And for some reason, they shifted the plot around. They cut out a lot of plot points, and they really screwed with it.
Well, the movies are always bad, except for Bridge to Terabithia, which is just as good as the book.
Well, that stars PETA,
Just
You
as
gotta
well.
have
Which one are
PETA.
you talking about?
the
There's-
movie version,
There's two
Well-
movie versions though.
I love
the
the
one with PETA.
There's two movie versions.
With
One-
PETA?
one of them
He's
is
in
better
both of
than the
them?
other.
I'm confused.
My favorite
I think
book-based
he was in the
movie
one that came out first.
is Fantastic Mr. Fox, and that strays far away from the book.
Yeah, no, but
Very
rightfully
far.
so. That's a fantastic movie.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic
Prisoner
movie.
of Azkaban is the
That's-
best book
that's-
and the best movie, and
Okay.
you can't fight me on that.
Okay, that's Clooney's best
Best
role.
movie
Okay,
Catholic
let's be real.
Prince.
No.
Clooney's best role is a
Prisoner of
talking
Azkaban.
fox.
Don't just say okay. This is important.
You cussing at me?
You cussing at me?
I want to watch that right now.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Fantastic Mr. Fox?
Yeah, that's
It's
such a great
furry
movie.
You're
Aldo
weird.
says
They're furry.
13th Warrior.
What you
I
gonna
always
do?
quote 13th Warrior. Do you guys know what quote comes from
No.
13th Warrior?
You have too many quotes.
Yeah, it's the one I use it all the time because to me, and now 13th Warrior is directed by John McTiernan, who is a fantastic
best.
director. He directed Die Hard and Hunt for Red October and Last Action Hero. But it does
Yes,
feature
with you, Barry
it does
Tells.
feature one of the worst
What
lines
the
of dialogue
cuss?
ever, where Antonio Banderas can't lift something. He goes, "I can't do it," and the other guy goes, "Grow stronger." And it's based off a Michael Crichton book, Eaters of the Dead, about Vikings who would consume the flesh of their fallen victims and to gain their power.
Am I the only one
Grow stronger.
that saw 9 theatrically?
Yeah, you're the only
movie
one.
9?
It had a toy line.
Yeah, it has
Elijah Wood.
you know it has like a cult following now.
Oh, they all do.
Well,
Show
yeah.
me a crappy movie, and I'll show you 10 people at a convention who want to sit around and tell you that it's the best movie they've ever
I forgot to
seen.
mention, Austin, it's a me, lol.
It's me, Al.
Oh, it's me, Al. Oh,
He said, "Mark, it's me.
Okay, wait a second. I knew
What
you
is that?
all. What is
Josie,
that?
It's
I'm-
Josie.
I'm getting a phone call from Joey Bryan.
He's calling
during
us.
the
We're
show.
doing
Hi.
phone-ins now, huh?
The show.
We're doing phone calls. Anyways, Albert, how you
Where'd
doing?
it go? Hello?
Hello?
Oh, there's no audio.
Put him on speaker.
Hello?
Hello?
He's not on speaker. Put him on speaker.
Oh,
Speaker.
hold on. I don't know what I'm doing.
Joey?
No, that didn't work.
Technology.
Joey, help us out.
You you
That
unlock your
snowman's
phone.
gonna melt back
No,
there.
we'll unlock the phone.
What snowman?
Right.
Oh, close to the fire? Yeah. What else we got?
Hold on, we're still trying to figure
Doing
this
good.
out. here.
Okay, good to hear. Good to hear, Albert.
Next to Back to the Future and the Goonies, I love the Ghostbusters series. Looking forward to the new one next March. I've never seen any of the Ghostbusters movies.
I hope you're
It didn't
staying
work.
safe,
It
Albert.
didn't
We'll
work.
have to call
It
later.
didn't work.
I gotta go to bed early tonight because I walk in the morning, but shoot me a call.
It's a me.
Willow is awesome, Aldo. One of my faves. Dad, you like Willow?
Willow's a guilty pleasure, yes.
Is that making a comeback?
Yeah, TV series.
Disney thinks they've struck
Willow,
gold.
1988, Lucasfilm, directed by Ron Howard, had a toy line by Tonka.
Terrible toy line.
Was George Lucas's way of getting Sony Pictures, no, Columbia, to pay for morphing technology research, and that was the first movie to feature morphing technology.
George Lucas didn't put a movie in the pipeline unless he wanted to push some technology with
Worst
it.
toys ever.
Oh,
Always
yeah.
did that.
The only toy in the whole line worth buying is the Ebrasisk, but of course it's over $100 and it's fantastic.
Why didn't they make Star Wars style figures? Too late in the game.
Tonka didn't have the production means to make those kind of toys. Tonka was known for making die-cast toys,
Yeah.
so they could make a static figure, but sculpted with movable parts. Tonka they had Tonka people, but
yeah.
it just wasn't in the at that point of their existence. It wasn't in the cards. It just wasn't.
When I interviewed your dad, he talked about Stranger Things. What do your kids think about the series?
I've never seen it.
I have strong opinions on the topic.
I liked the first season when no one knew what it
You
was.
also started
and
out that you were into it.
Okay.
There weren't pop
She was
vinyls
very
and
To be
a
fair,
terrible Nintendo game.
I was obsessed with the show. My entire life surrounded her up
She even
about
shaved her
Stranger
head.
Things. I shaved my head because I wanted to look like 11. I had a Stranger Things birthday party. I was completely obsessed with this show to the point where it was incredibly unhealthy.
She has an unhealthy fixation on Winona Ryder, and it has to stop.
I mean, my name, you know. No, but it got to the point one day where the day season 2 came out, I made my mom make me skip school that day so I could watch the whole series in one day.
Oh, Eric Womack just showed up. Hey, Eric! I told you we're live on YouTube.
I got so obsessed with it to the point where I got invested in the actors' lives, and
Yeah,
I
you
started,
shouldn't do that.
I started caring more about what they had to say and getting involved in drama and the fandom, and I had a fan account, and I got with a lot of other fans.
The problem you had is you got confused the personal lives of these people with the characters, and it doesn't matter. Look, Johnny Depp's a complete human wreck tragedy,
Yeah.
but Jack Sparrow's a great character in most of his movies.
I don't know what you're talking about. I like Johnny Depp just fine.
You know, he joined Instagram.
Just fine.
He posted a video, and he's like, "I've never done anything like this before. I just want to say hello to everyone."
When I was Josie's
Even he's
age,
desperate for human contact.
When I was Josie's age, there was a very exciting movie coming out about kids in the 80s biking and fighting a monster called Super 8. And I
Oh,
was
yes.
very excited for it. And I saw it, and I did not like it at all. So when Stranger Things came around, I knew J.J. Abrams was connected. And honestly, I thought it was a sequel to Super 8. I thought it was connected. But I didn't watch it.
Part of the Cloverfield universe.
I thought it was part of that nonsense. I didn't know. Is Abrams involved? I thought he was.
J.J. Abrams has disappointed more times than my stepdad.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, tonight's movie, I have one right here.
What is that?
This is I Love You to Death, directed by Lawrence Kasdan, the great Lawrence Kasdan, who wrote Empire Strikes. Not Empire. Yeah, he wrote Empire Strikes Back after Lee
I'm
Brackett
with you,
died.
Aldo. Jar
He
Jar
wrote
Abrams.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. He wrote Body Heat, Grand Canyon. This, before he started screwing up Solo and Star Wars in the current times, he directed I Love You to Death, starring the legendary. Look at him. Look at Kevin Kline. Look at him.
Hey,
This is a let me finish this. Hold on.
That's awesome.
This is a
You can't answer
fantastic
questions until
movie.
someone's done talking.
This is about a
That
guy.
is why it takes him so long. I'm sorry. It's just he keeps trying to answer the questions in the chat before someone's done speaking. That's not how it works. That's why I'm in charge of the questions. Go on.
Josie, you really need to let us.
Kevin Kline plays a guy who runs a pizza joint with his wife, Tracy Ullman. He's a complete womanizer. He will have sex with any woman at any time, and his wife has no idea. So when she finally gets hip to it, she decides to kill him. So she poisons his food, and he goes into what looks like a death coma, but he won't die. So he hires two killers, played by William Hurt and River Phoenix, who come over and they pay these guys to shoot him in the head. Well, they argue about it because it's a complete black comedy of errors. I'm going to spoil the movie because if you haven't seen this movie, it's too late now. They shoot him in the head, and they assume he's dead. So they figure how they're going to get over this and what's going to happen to their lives now that they've murdered this guy. And at the end of the movie, he gets up and starts walking around because the poison that they gave him slows his body functions down so slow that he doesn't bleed out. And they're able to get to the hospital. And guess what? She remarries him out of love and devotion. And they lived a life together. And it's a true story. This is a fantastic movie. It's what I'm always talking about. They don't make middle of the road comedies for adults anymore. And this is one of the best. I hated this movie in the theater. I saw it opening day because that's what I did, especially because it's Kevin Kline. But as an adult, I finally got it. It's a fantastic black comedy you should check out. I Love You to Death. Please, Austin, answer some questions.
Let me go through some stuff here.
can I go through some questions? I saw someone wanted to answer.
Yeah, just
Thank you.
answer.
I saw some questions here. Hold on a
He's
second.
scrolling. He's scrolling. He's scrolling.
Sean, if you love Super 8, more power to you, man. I couldn't see what it was about.
You know why I dislike Super 8? Now, it'd say we saw Super 8 at the drive-in.
Mhm.
So it was a cool experience. But it's a movie about a little boy whose mom dies. And the whole town is treating him like he's some pariah. Like, why can't you just get over it? And you're like, his mom died. Yeah, that's a strange movie.
Yes,
I did like all the reference to Gremlins in it, though.
I'm with you, Alvo. JJ knows how to regurgitate things and make them look like.
We're talking about Jar Jar
Gremlins
Abrams.
was filmed in Georgia. You can see all the people visiting the filming sites on YouTube if you want to. I
Of
watched
Stranger Things, you mean?
a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hawkins, Indiana.
You can go to Forks if you want to see Twilight.
Forks.
I'm ready.
Rachel and I watched a whole bunch of Twilight stuff last night on YouTube.
Where's
It was
Luna? Luna's
hysterical.
behind the camera.
I'm right here.
Still
What do
here.
I need? What's the question?
It's just where are you?
Oh, I thought. Okay.
Luna's with me. We get a movie talk. I'm bored.
Movie
I'm
talk.
always bored.
Hey everybody, it's me, Luna. I'm back on the show. How's
I
it
can't
going?
wait until we can reopen the drive-in.
Yeah,
We'll
you know
still go
what?
to the drive-in.
You know,
Yeah.
here's what's fascinating. Is,
Why would they close the drive-in?
when the drive-ins
The
closed?
cars aren't 6 feet apart.
Well, in March, all the theaters closed 1 week. It was every theater that week, but the drive-ins got to stay open 1 extra week before the governor shut
Yeah.
them down. So if you look at box office returns for the movies that got in this mess, like Onward is a good example.
Bad
it,
movie though.
it will say that Onward had 4 weeks at the box office, despite the fact that it only really had 3 weeks. That 4th week was only at 4 drive-ins in the whole nation.
Yeah, if you look at the box office returns from last week, all of the box office returns are from one theater that's open, one drive-in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the last movie everyone got to see in the theater?
Onward. Onward was the last big one.
No,
She
I think it's
means
about us.
Personally,
All of us.
Oh, personally.
Probably Toy Story 4, right?
Rachel and I
Last
went and
time
saw
we went to
Joker,
movies. Yeah.
and
Mine was
Joker and
the
Toy Story 4.
The Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We all went and saw that opening night.
Yeah. And before Rise of Skywalker, you would have to go back another 2 years to Last Jedi. I've only seen the Star Wars
I think I've
movies.
only seen Marvel and Star Wars releases in a good
Yeah.
Well,
half a decade.
That's all they have in the
Indeed.
theater, so you're not missing anything.
The Rise of Skywalker theater experience was a nice reminder of why I wait for DVD.
Yeah.
Sonic the Hedgehog
Have you
was the
seen
last
that?
one
We
I saw.
played
I
that
wanted to see that.
that Rise of Skywalker audience reaction at the end of the movie
Yeah.
when she says she's Rey Skywalker, and then woman just starts screaming, "I want my effing money back."
What are your thoughts on the Terminator series?
The Terminator has 2 good movies.
I've seen one of them.
I have no.
Terminator is a franchise that should have died a long time ago. Terminator 3 was stretching it, and after that, it's all just garbage. In my
Should've
lifetime.
ended in Terminator 2.
Yeah, Terminator 2 is a masterpiece. A
Back in,
Although
masterpiece.
Star Wars is dead.
back in 2009, when we were doing a 40-minute commute to school every day, if you remember that.
Yeah,
We were in a
we went and saw Salvation.
Yeah, because the traffic was so bad. I might be like one of the few to see
What a
Salvation.
terrible movie.
Yeah.
I've only
Remember
seen
when they-
2 in Salvation.
Remember when they said it was going to be about John Connor?
Yeah, and then
It turned out it was about that other guy, whether he's a robot or not. And you're like, look, we don't care.
His Marcus. His name was Marcus.
Marcus, because the toys.
Yep, I had them all.
Have you ever heard Christian Bale's rant on the set of that movie when he's yelling at that
No.
guy?
He's John Connor, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's John Connor. That's why there's no figure of him, because he couldn't have Batman, Bruce Wayne toys in the shops at the same time
Yeah.
as Terminator
Like
Salvation,
Chris Pratt.
There's no Star-Lord
like Chris
figure.
Pratt, right?
Yeah.
Any other? We're gonna wrap this up.
Well, what else do you want to talk about? Any other movies, books, games, anything that Luna, what have you been playing? What games?
What time is it?
Almost
Animal
8.
Crossing.
I will say that's when we're ending.
Dragon Ball Fighters.
How's that?
Good.
Look at your mother over there.
I want
She
to
looks
play
like
Animal
Mario Maker.
Crossing so bad.
She looks like the
Monster
kid with
Hunter.
the Zeppelin over there, Austin.
she
Look.
does look like the kid with the cell.
She's hugging an uncomfortable box.
Oh
I
my
don't know what to do. I need Becky.
What? Well, come over here and talk, and
Because-
you can end the show.
You're gonna open
Because
it.
she's a holiday doll.
Oh my!
my
Oh, she
God.
can't open
Can't you
it.
keep the box?
Like I can open it and take the lid off and look
Let me
at her,
tell you.
But I don't know if she's like needs to live in a dream house.
Yeah,
Like it will look nice if you have all of the years. Like,
yeah.
you won't even know she's 2006 when she's out of the box.
Any games? have you
Was
been
there
playing?
a regular 2006 and a Bombaki
I don't think
2006?
so because it says holiday Barbie.
Yeah, that's the
but
holiday Barbie
That's
thing.
the
Yeah.
holiday Barbie. They only call it
Oh,
holiday
I
Barbie.
didn't realize there'd be so much controversy.
Open your
Over
toys,
this
kids.
doll.
I say open your toys. Don't
Well, you
be
take the lid off and look at her. But
look at her. No, toys are meant
The
to be
thing is,
played with.
she's got a stack of Barbies. That one's only different because of the dress and the packaging. She's Stinky Pete from Toy Story
Yeah.
2.
She's
Crack
been
it
in there
open.
since 2006. Let her out.
Yeah.
Who said that?
Laura.
Laura said that.
Yeah. Free her.
Hey, Laura, guess what we heard in the car today? We're listening to Sirius Satellite, and Josie's like, what is this music? And it was Xanadu.
Albo, that's almost the exact same game list that I've been playing as well. I've been playing a lot of New Leaf since the beginning of the year. I got back into
What
it
is he
around
playing? You gotta
January.
repeat the question. I can't see
I've
it.
He's been playing.
Doom, Animal Crossing, Crash Team Racing, Smash Bros, and Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
I have been playing a lot of phone games because I don't have anything to
Hey,
play
can we
anymore.
not play phone games? Okay, just answer the call if I call you. I'm tired of these phone games. I'm
I play
tired
a lot
of
of
them.
Fruit Ninja.
Play a lot of
Silly,
Fortnite.
torturous games.
I play a lot of Animal Crossing.
Oh wait,
Pocket Camp.
wait! You're playing Fruit Ninja?
Yeah.
When you log in, does it go, "Hey, everybody, gather around"? There's somebody playing?
You guys
Is
gotta
that what
help
you
me
said
out.
to me about my Vegas game?
I've been trying.
I like Fruit Ninja. It's fun and I'm good at it.
In these trying, lonely times, I keep trying to play multiplayer games you play with other people.
Yeah.
VR chat is lit right now.
And I don't have the console online membership, so I just play Steam, right? I just play Steam games.
Awesome. VR chat is going to do an in-game marketplace with real companies.
Oh
You
boy,
will be able to go to a virtual 7-Eleven
no.
and buy Nier Automata 3
No.
Sean's
models.
been playing
And
Ghost Recon and
And
Hitman.
oh, Hitman's a good one.
I was playing a lot of a game called TTT, which is basically Clue as a video game. You have to find out who the killer is. And I'm so good at this game. I get the killer
Yeah,
every
I'll tell you
time.
that right now.
And I kid you not, I have been banned from every server.
Yeah.
Because
of course you have.
You're a troll.
No,
He used to blow up people's houses in Minecraft.
He's just too good, Dad.
they think I'm
I'm too
hacking.
good.
Like, okay, I killed the killer. I killed 2 killers. I got them both. They both reported and banned me because I said you didn't have enough proof. You just killed me.
You've
You didn't
been
have enough proof.
banned
You
since
have rubber
PlayStation
legs.
Home.
Yeah, I know that.
Bannable?
Becky
I know
says
that.
to open the box.
So Eric asked about Top
Becky
Gun
says
Maverick,
to open the
which
box.
who knows if
Yay,
it's ever
thank
even
you,
going to come out. But I
She's
tell you what,
opening the box.
Top Gun Maverick is the most expensive midlife crisis an actor has ever
Were
had.
the rumors true that he fights aliens in it?
There's, that
I want to
can't
know if he fights
that
aliens.
can't be true. No.
That's what I heard. The
No.
initial
It could be like
summary of the movie
Battleship.
was
The
that he
first-
fights aliens.
The first Top Gun is rooted in mostly reality. A lot of it's like crazy fly. I mean, Top Gun's directed by Tony Scott, Ridley Scott's brother. Fantastic movie. I was going to watch it just the other day because Top Gun's a very well-made
She's
movie.
opening the doll over there with.
Well,
Have you ever
Becky
seen,
said you should.
What's the
Stand.
movie where there's a movie about a guy and a girl? I don't remember the name of the movie. That's odd for me because it's an
You don't
independent
remember a
movie.
yet.
But they go to a party, and Quentin Tarantino is at the party, and he's giving a speech about Top Gun and how Top Gun's really about whether Maverick is going to be straight or gay, and how Goose represents being straight and Iceman represents being gay, and they're all trying to sway him, and he has to ultimately make the choice of which is. I mean, it's really funny, but listen. What do I always say about Tom Cruise? I don't like Tom Cruise. I've never liked Tom Cruise, but God, that guy knows how to pick really good scripts and make really good movies. Because I'll tell you what, Edge of Tomorrow is one of the finest science fiction movies I have ever seen. And Minority Report's not bad either.
Albo,
Oh, Sleep With Me. Tim knows the name of the movie.
There you
Yes,
go,
Sleep, that's it. You know it. That's the movie.
You gotta Netflix it now, right?
It's probably on Netflix.
Anything you want is never on Netflix.
Sleep With Me, you're going to find at a 7-Eleven in Tuscaloosa, Mississippi, in their previously viewed section.
The treasure hunt.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. It's not even in a
Treasure hunt.
sleeve. It's just in a
Yeah.
paper sleeve, and it says "Sleep With Me," and you're like, "Is this thing's getting fresh with me?"
Albert, I used to be so addicted to PlayStation Home. I've always been a sucker.
Wait. Tim said, "That's the name of the movie. I'm not offering it up."
I agree. Fortnite is overrated. It was never a good game to begin with.
But
Have
yeah,
you
no.
seen the
But if you don't play
Yeah.
Fortnite, you don't know what Rise of Skywalker is about,
yeah,
folks.
you'll be lost. on
I
the plot.
wanted to
Sleep
see
With
the
Me
Sonic
has
movie really, really
15% on
badly,
Rotten
but we
Tomatoes.
didn't go to see it, and I'm
I've-
still upset about it.
I've seen it. Who's the star of it?
Let me see.
Is it Dourif? Stephen Dorff? Who's the star of Sleep With Me?
It doesn't have a little Google card because
Yeah, Tony Scott killed himself. That's really tragic. I think he had a terminal disease. I think he did. At least
top billing goes to Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz is the star of Sleep With Me. But who's his buddy in the movie?
Craig Sheffer.
See,
Craig
It's
Sheffer.
a Sonic
I said
movie.
Stephen
We
Dorff,
shouldn't-
but it's Craig
we
Sheffer.
shouldn't-
Craig Sheffer's the bad guy in Some Kind of Wonderful.
Eric, I did not see the Sonic movie because I don't want to give my money to Sega. I feel as a long-term fan, I've been screwed by them too many
Okay,
times.
folks, she's opening the doll.
She is opening the doll.
She is opening the door.
Twist ties are being removed. And you know what happens when all the twist ties are off? She releases the curse of the doll.
And we're gonna have to heal for days. I should have kept it in the box, right?
No. Listen, I'm not kidding. It was so inexpensive. You can do anything you want to that Barbie and
It makes
not
no
feel
sense
bad.
to lock a plot point in a freaking video game.
Yeah, all the way.
I've been playing Uncharted, which also I had the perfect analogy. It's like playing Dragon's Lair. You make a move and there's a cutscene. Whoop. And then you do another move and it goes whoop. And sometimes the cutscenes go whoop and then off and then whoop. And you're like, I didn't get to do anything. That would have been fun to do. But hey, it was free from Sony, so I'm not complaining because it was cheap.
You need to play the Pac-Man game they gave out for free.
I'm gonna
It's
play that
really
next.
good.
It's kept me busy instead of watching crap. I mean, I really should go back to watching Star Trek Next Generation.
Uh-huh.
I could finish all 7 seasons in this quarantine late at night. All right, you guys ready to wrap this up? It's been a great Merry
Yeah.
Christmas to everybody. Rachel, gather around.
We're gathering.
She wants to open the
We
doll.
have to keep going until
We
she
have to
opens
keep
the
going
doll.
now. What questions we got? Witcher 3? Luna, you ever play Witcher 3?
No,
No?
I played the Monster Hunter Witcher crossover. It was very, very boring.
I refuse to watch that show after all those memes.
No,
All
I'm not watching
uh,
Witcher,
interest in the
and I'm not
series.
watching Tiger King. I'm just
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I have no clue what that is.
I don't. If everybody likes it, I don't want to watch
I
it.
watch
I
the
just
Red
know
Letter
that a
Media
lot of
Review, which is how I
people are
consume most
watching
content these
Yeah.
days.
Is it
Well-
like? What is it about?
It's a documentary about real life white. It's about talking about white trash people.
It's a crime
It's like Duck
syndicate.
Dynasty.
Yeah. It's
Alan wants to know how Scary Farm planning is coming. I'm not allowed to talk about work on the show, but hey.
what else we got here?
Well, Matthew says Merry Quarantinus from Colorado.
Oh, yes.
Austin
yes.
would love to go to Colorado.
They're opening in a couple
Where's
days.
Colorado? If you gave me a map,
You wouldn't know
I
where
couldn't tell you
Colorado
which
is?
side
Oh
of the
my God.
country Colorado is on.
Matthew,
Probably.
Is
we'll,
it near Arizona?
we're
like
crossing
maybe
our
above it?
fingers that Midsummer Scream happens sometime this year. We gotta
Where's
make it
Maddie?
happen. Yeah.
Well, it's not going to happen
I saw
in the
Twin Peaks.
midsummer,
Honestly,
so they
I
got to
didn't
change
get
the
the
name.
Yeah, I didn't get it either. I'm not going to watch it. I have no.
Thanks
no.
for the videos, suckers. The videos are really appreciated and provide some much needed laughs.
Did you say
We're going
suckers?
crazy. Tuckers.
I can't believe this is episode 41 that we've actually managed to do 41 of these in a row. I am
I've been longer than the Shutdown Diaries, okay? I have been in here for 4 days longer than that. 45 days for me.
So
Because
Luna,
I've
Luna-
been stuck here like 4 months longer than there was a
Luna,
quarantine.
do you really not
Thanks
know
for
what
putting
Colorado
You're
Colorado
supposed to be.
You
You're
had
supposed-
the opportunity to go out.
You're supposed to be in Switzerland, little son of a bitch. Did you get kicked out of another boarding school?
Luna, do you really not know what Colorado is?
No.
Oh
We-
my God.
Austin and I were watching TV the other day, and somebody said a year, and I went, 30 years. And Austin didn't skip a beat. Like instantly, he goes,
Mandalorian.
"What?"
Oh, Biff. This
Yeah.
is DeLorean.
That's how often I
Yeah.
quote and we watch these movies.
I
How
haven't
has
seen
it
one in
been
30
41
years.
days?
Oh my
Honestly,
God.
I have
There's
no
the
idea.
stand.
Here's the stand.
Too
Look
many
at that.
days.
Don't you find it weird that we haven't
wait,
eaten
it's not
out
for
anywhere
sure.
in 40 days?
There's her shoes.
How does
Yeah.
this
It's
hold
only
up?
been-
Do I want to know?
Technically,
So
we
weird.
ate
Show her
we ate
little gold slippers.
Raising
Oh,
Cane's in
look
our
at
car
Look at
today.
these
That was-
gold.
it was
Maddie's
different.
with her mom and prays every day that Midsummer is still on.
We're all praying,
Yeah,
man.
same
Me
here.
too.
We're all praying.
It's almost the 1 year anniversary of my part in the Stranger Things video from last Midsummer Scream.
At
Or
this point, I'm crossing my
what's the best
fingers
part of
for-
Midsummer?
All of it.
Petting the kitties.
It
No,
truly is
everything.
Maddie. Maddie is the best part of Midsummer Scream.
At this
And
point,
I
I'm crossing
just
my
love
fingers for
Midsummer Scream. I just
2021
think
Wonder
it's the
Con.
best
Don't put
con.
the shoes
It
on,
is
don't
the
worry about
best
I'm
con.
putting the shoes
Rachel
on.
bought a Barbie last night that had thong underwear on.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, the one me and Nicolette both bought. I don't know if Nicolette's looked up her doll's dress yet, but
Wait,
I
I
have.
knew about
you
this.
did immediately.
Seriously?
huh?
What's happening?
Every Barbie I bought that has been new so
They
far,
have
the
the
plastic painted on underwear. Now this Barbie, Rockstar Barbie, has a white thong
Is
Oh,
it part
boy.
of her lore?
up and around.
Well, then you have to bring it to the camera.
Okay, I'll go
Does
get
she
her.
really?
Let
I
me see
I don't
that
want to know.
thong.
How does the stand walk?
You shove it
No,
up her
don't say
schnitz.
that. I'm like this.
It goes up her schnitz. That's
Does
the
it-
part of Toy Story they never tell you. Where Barbie goes,
Oh,
I've got to stand up my ass,
Yeah.
Woody.
I guess so.
She is
How
so
long?
fancy, Laura.
And
She's
we know-
super, like, cool.
Here's the thing about Toy Story.
It's supposed to be
We
floating.
know that the dolls and the toys in Toy Story have sexual thoughts. How do we know that?
Okay, so
How do we
can
know
show
that, you
everyone my
guys?
new dog?
Because when they come upon the Barbies that are all in bathing suits, Mr. Potato goes, "I'm a married spud. I'm a married spud." That means Mr. Potato Head is thinking about getting busy with those Barbies, and one with thong underwear would be like,
It wasn't
"We're making potatoes tonight,
What
baby."
is
It wasn't the
Rockstar
twins
Barbie.
line.
What's her name?
That's
So no,
yeah.
we gave
That
her,
was
she's
like
Rockstar
Space
Barbie,
Channel
but we
5.
named her
Oh wait, go ahead and show it
Saturn.
off.
Saturn.
And Nikki named hers, but I was going to tell you. Holly
Jupiter. Da, 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 da,
Holly?
da, da.
Graham. Hologram.
Oh,
I love
Holly
that. I
Graham.
feel like that was
That's a-
so creative.
That's a Marge Simpson
Okay,
joke.
so are we ready?
Great, it's great. We're gonna get
What
demonetized.
are we doing?
Seriously, real material.
What?
Yeah.
What am I
Oh,
supposed to be
it's
looking
crooked.
at?
Slide
Isn't
it over,
that, is
girlfriend.
that what holds the skirt up, maybe? Are they separate pieces?
Thanks for watching, everyone.
There you go.
It's been a fun
Real
run here.
material.
We're thrown off YouTube.
Oh, it's
know
not
there.
printed. It's just how the dress attaches. It's not a thong.
Yeah.
No, it's still built in
They
thong.
they
Yes,
just
it
normally
is.
just put skirts on.
Yes.
Maybe because the skirt is
If
so
you go in there and lift
short.
any of the other new Barbies and lift it, there's nothing there. It just says painted underwear that you can. This
We also
girl
know that
has a
Stinky
little-
Pete in the after credit sequence of Toy Story 2
What
is
a way to
interviewing
end the
two
episode.
Barbie dolls going, "And so you're both twins.
What do you mean?
I
No,
can-
it's not.
I can get
can
you a part
see
in
I
Toy
love the
Story
movie. That
3.
didn't happen.
I have
Stop going back to
I have the
it.
discs right over there
They
that
don't
have
let you
that scene.
those.
I also have Splash with Daryl Hannah's
I can
ass.
show you
which,
on the only official way to watch it, Disney Plus.
I tell you what, I've got Splash with Daryl Hannah's ass. I've got Lilo and Stitch where Stitch gets in a dryer.
Their weird CG
And I've got
hair.
Toy Story 2, where
Coming
Stinky
in.
Pete propositions two Barbie dolls in exchange for sex. He'll get them apart in Toy Story 3. And we don't know if that ever happened or not. We don't know if that ever happened or not.
I was supposed to come over to the USA this year for Midsummer Stream. That's from our Australian.
Oh, well, maybe skip this year because we don't know if it's happening. It might be an online thing. But again, I know nothing. That's
Laura
just
says she
me
looks
talking
like a
out
Jen
loud.
doll.
Huh?
Laura says she looks like a Jen
Yeah,
doll.
Jim and the hologram. See,
know.
back to the hologram thing there.
She loves her headpiece. What a way to end the episode.
Yeah, oh, you,
Ooh la la,
absolutely.
Austin.
I just want you guys to know, I did buy this Millennium Falcon. It's supposed to have this piece that shoots out, which is on the other one, but it's wearing a thong as well. It has these thong-like things back here on its afterburner butt. So it's very. Look at what they've done to
Sexualized
Star
Falcon.
Wars. Look what they've done.
It is the robot lady.
Yeah, this is a robot that
Lando
Lando has
did-
had sex.
Lando-
Lando has had sex with this ship.
I hate this conversation.
Oh, it works.
Did I ever tell you
Not
guys
only-
how much I
Not
hate
only
this
has Lando
conversation?
had sex with the ship, but Han Solo, when it gets out of line, smacks it. He goes,
I have a headache and I require ice cream.
"All right, boys, everybody, ladies, girls,
Let's blow
children
this
of all
thing in.
ages. We want to thank everybody. You got to jump in here. We want to thank everybody for joining us for Quarantine. It's the first annual, first ever, never to be repeated again Quarantine because I'm not going through this again.
Except
Well,
for May 25th.
Which is Hanukkah. Which
Next
is
year-
quarantine Hanukkah.
Next week is Quarantine
I was gonna say
Eve.
another holiday.
Hanukkah.
Well, we'll be celebrating Quarantine Eve.
Yes.
Okay.
Does that
Say
one
I
go until
believe-
midnight?
Have a
countdown,
wonderful
New York
Christmas
time.
Yeah.
A New York time,
New
so
York
until
time.
9.
Okay.
All right.
Time.
Folks, thanks for
We'll have
tuning in.
champagne,
Thanks for
poppers.
being fans of this crazy idiot show that we do.
Champagne or apple cider?
I don't know.
Everyone's
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
You guys ready?
It's so uncomfortable. I'm
Day 40,
always
we need
uncomfortable.
Champagne.
Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Ratmobile lost its whip, and the Joker got away. Merry Quarantine Miss from your friends at 91 Reasons.
Woo!
And that's it.